Good morning. It's lovely to connect with you today. My name is Leanne Peters and I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to create a space of support and hopefully some healing for you. So my plan is that I'm going to pull a healing energy card and then I'm going to talk about whatever the card is. Then I've got my chakra chimes here that I'm going to play for a few minutes, and then I will pull another card to go. So that's the plan. What we're going to be talking about or focusing on is anyone's guess at this point. So I'm just going to let it unfold based on the card that's pulled and whatever needs to be shared around that. So while you're coming over, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Please come back and check on the Temple of Balance page whenever you're on Facebook, because there are a lot of posts that are not really being seen by anybody, including a lot of videos are being very much hidden at this point. So if you'd like to see Temple of Balance stay, then please come and check on the page directly and hit the like button or comment if you're inspired to, or just come and check, because we'll just fade away if things aren't seen. So we really need you to step up and come over and see the posts that are being shared, because it affects everything. You know, if people don't see our posts, people don't come to the website, people don't buy anything. And then that ends up affecting our ability to be here, or my ability to be here. And Corey, my husband, he's in the background doing a lot of stuff as well. So, you know, I'm here because of you, and hopefully you can come and interact on the posts so that we can get some people over to the website and also get some sales happening. So let's see what we want, or what we need to talk about today. Good morning, Kim. I'm going to pull a healing energy card, and let's see what do the majority of us need to know right now. So I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, and it is Tuesday the 10th of January 2023, and it's exactly 9:24 a.m. So the best healing energy card the majority of us need right now is this, and it's this card, Rejuvenation, card 82. It's in the rest category, and down here it says physical, mental and emotional rest. Repair, disconnect from electronics, and reconnect to nature. Meditate, relax, balance, and your state of being is important. So this is about making the time to rejuvenate. And I don't know about you, but I'm certainly finding this very much a theme at the moment, and probably really for the last couple of weeks. And I would guess the next week or two as well, as well, for us here, at least here in my neck of the woods. It's summertime, it's break time, things are on break because it's summer. So we get to enjoy a bit of rejuvenation, ready for the new season or the new start to the year in regards to getting back into things. So I've noticed personally, this has been a great time to just rejuvenate. I've been pretty busy doing other things as well, but I'm also really making time to just stop and enjoy, especially for me, enjoying the things that I've created, and enjoying the swinging chair that I purchased last year that I've wanted for years and years and years. I've wanted one, but I've never had a place to put it until I've made this courtyard. So I've been trying to make time most days just to sit in that chair for a bit and just stop and just really enjoy that time of disconnect, really, and detachment from the everyday things that tend to bring that demand or that pressure So have you been able to enjoy some rejuvenation time like I have? Or have you been really busy and you know you need some time of rejuvenation? So maybe that's why we're here today, to create a space to rejuvenate. And maybe this is a part of our rejuvenation that we need right now. Like for me, I'll use these moments to sit and soak up more sort of rejuvenating energy. Maybe for you, you can just spend these few minutes maybe pausing in between things, and you can catch your breath, reconnect, rebalance, rejuvenate yourself, and find maybe these just few minutes to rest. You know, sometimes we need a lot of time to rejuvenate, especially if we've been busy for a long period or we've been going through something quite intense. Then we tend to need to break for a week or two, or whatever it might be. But to maintain our life and to maintain our balance, it's good to find pockets of this rejuvenation energy, or this pockets of rest time, to soak up what we need and to keep and maintain our balance in the long term. You know, like trying to create a life that you don't need a break from, that you don't need a holiday from. That's what I've got in the back of my mind at the moment. So instead of needing a break because, you know, you're so desperate for a rest or desperate for a break, what about finding these pockets of time throughout the busy periods and the quieter periods where you can reconnect, rebalance, rejuvenate? So maybe something to think about, depending really on what you need, isn't it, at this time? What do you need in regards to rest and rejuvenation? And can you give yourself permission to receive that at this time? So I'm going to play the chakra chimes for a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk, I don't think. I'm just going to hold this space for you to take some deep breaths, to reconnect with your body, and to maybe reconnect with your breath perhaps, and soak up the sound of the chimes. So imagine that the chimes are like a comfortable blanket that you're putting around your shoulders to keep you protected and safe and supported, but also to help you slow down and catch your breath and refuel your energy levels, or your fuel tank, your inner fuel tank. So you can't do anything wrong, just listen and see what happens for you. And just apologies for my ratty box. I will make one at some point to replace this well-used box. I'm going to start at the heart. So nice big breath. And there is no rush. Nice big breath. And that sounds peaceful. You know, I feel it's important maybe for some of us to keep in mind at the moment that reminder to ourselves not to rush. You know, that maybe we can just slow down a little bit with some things that we're doing. Probably not everything, but some things maybe we're rushing on. So there is this sense I've found actually this year, these last couple of weeks really, this cloud of patience that's also come with this sort of sitting back and this sense of rejuvenation and this break time is patience that comes with it. And I wonder sometimes if we're rushed and when we're really busy that we also get a little bit impatient. We're sort of pulling ourselves ahead in this impatient energy. So as we allow ourselves a pocket of time or this time to rejuvenate, whatever is appropriate for you, maybe you might find yourself also settling into being a bit more patient, that there really is no rush to a lot of things that we may be rushing on at this time. So if you just joined in, I was playing the chimes, the chakra chimes with this card in mind, card 82, called Rejuvenation. So I trust you feel even a little bit rejuvenated or a little bit more restful or relaxed or supported or connected with yourself than you maybe did before. So thank you so much. I'm going to pop this card back in the deck and I'm going to pull a card to go in just a moment. But before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this connection or anything you see at Temple of Balance or anywhere that you like, please interact. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment. Please share if you're inspired to. If you would prefer to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. You're very welcome to do that as well. So if you'd like to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please flow on over to my website. That's templeofbalance.com.au. You can find the link in the video description and you can find some things on there, some card decks that I've made, pendants, including this one actually. I was really drawn to wearing this today. So this one is on the website, rose quartz and blue kyanite I just made. There's some earrings, art, meditations. You can even find a digital sound healing option for $9.99, which includes the chimes, the gong, the wind gong, and the drum. So please check out my website if you're inspired to, and if you'd like to support my work, that would be really, really good. So thank you. Let's grab a card to go. So I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now as we move forward from here. So especially thinking about carrying that rejuvenation or rejuvenated energy into our everyday life. Also thinking about what we need to know, the majority of us, for the next 24-ish hours. So the next day or so. So what do we need to know about what's next? And the best card for the majority of us is this. And it's this. Excuse me. It's this. Inner Child. Card 53. It's in the depth category down here. And down here it says, come out of hiding. It is safe for you to do so. Don't hide. Release your childhood wounds so your inner child can come out and play. And healing. So this is about bringing a part of you out. And when you take time or make the time to rejuvenate, to rest, to reconnect with yourself, it's the same sort of thing. To reconnect with yourself. When you make time to do this, which is so essential, if not on a daily basis, doing it regularly so we don't have to, have a breakdown and then have to have 2 weeks off to recover. To try and maintain our balance. That's a bit of a goal of mine. To find the balance, maintain it. And this rest time, this time of reconnection or rejuvenation, whatever you'd like to call it, is essential in doing that. So at times when when we're doing a lot of giving too, I find I have to amp up my time of reconnection. So if there's someone in my care, a family member or whatever who's needing a lot of my attention because they're not well or they're struggling or something's happened and I need to help them a lot, or if I'm helping people a lot as well, if I'm giving a lot, I need to give to myself in an equal way. So the more I'm giving, the more I have to allow myself to receive. It seems to be really important, that balance. Otherwise, we drain ourselves very quickly. So that's really important. So if we're doing a lot of giving, we may have to spend more time than usual giving to ourselves. So letting ourselves receive in that reconnection time, that time of rejuvenation. If things are okay and people around us are okay and we're not having to give too much, not too much, it probably doesn't sound that good. If we're not giving in excess, let's say, if things are reasonably balanced, then we might find what we need to give back to ourselves, that time of reconnection, is not as needed to, it doesn't need to be as frequent, if you like. So checking in regularly, though, to see what we need and what our state of balance is and how balanced our giving and receiving is. And are we making time to reconnect with ourselves, even in pockets of time that we might find, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour here or there? We can check in and see what we need. And so when we have that time and when we are in that space of balance, because we're honouring this everyday thing that we need to be aware of, then we can step into this energy here, which is bringing that part of ourselves out of hiding, out of that, I don't know, I want to say that inner place, that part that we keep locked away. It could be a part of you that wants to feel more passion in life or wants to feel purpose or direction, a part of you that's sort of pulling you out into new corners and avenues and streets and paths in life itself, that's challenging and testing and showing you what you're capable of. And this part that pulls us out. And when we're in a balanced state, then we're in a better position almost internally to have the energy to do that. If we're out of balance and our giving and receiving's not in balance and we're just really struggling to get up in the morning, then we're not going to give a hoot about trying to push ourselves or challenge ourselves with something new. So this balance and making sure that we're in the state of balance as much as we can. So I like to say getting into balance and then maintaining it. And if there's nothing to maintain because we're not in balance, then we need to find the balance again and maintain it. And the trick is really, I think, the finding it, but the maintaining it on a daily basis, regularly checking in, regularly doing what's needed to reconnect, to have the time that we require to maintain that balance, that personal balance for us. And it is personal. It is different for us all. The way I find my balance and maintain it is likely very different from the way you would find your balance and maintain it. So working out what your balance is, what you need for balance, what knocks you out of balance, what brings you into balance, and being aware of that and making that's why I called my work here Temple of Balance, because all those years ago, almost 18 actually next month, I was going through a huge learning period about balance and how that related to me, how I could find it and feel it and maintain it in my life. And I really feel it is something that requires regular attention or awareness, because we can easily forget, life gets in the way, then months and months pass and we fall in a heap. And then it's a lot more difficult, not impossible, but more difficult or challenging to get our balance back again. Can you imagine if you didn't fall in a heap and then have to, scramble out of the dark hole that you're in for a couple of weeks or longer to find your balance? If you could find it just in everyday life and then regularly maintain it daily, how easier that would be to have actually a year of balance. And then you might forget, things happen and you might fall, and then it's like, oh, actually, I just had a year of balance. And you could do this as a daily dedication. And I find that really interesting is day one. Today, my day one of maintaining my balance. Tomorrow is day 2, day 3. How many days can you get through with this as your dedication? You might surprise yourself and get to day 90 of your balance awareness. So it's up to you to retrain yourself, start new habits perhaps that make your balance a priority. If that's something that you're looking for, you might not give a hoot about balance and this might not make any sense to you. But I'm guessing that probably most of you watching are looking for, or your balance is really important to you. So your inner child, there's a part of you that wants to come out, but it's difficult to let it come out if you're not in a state of balance, reasonable balance within yourself. So maybe that's what needs to happen first before you can bring this part of yourself out of hiding and you feel comfortable to do that. So your inner child may need some attention, perhaps. Maybe your inner father and inner mother, your inner father and mother are being called forward to look after and protect your inner child. And maybe based on what I've been talking about, it could be about finding and maintaining your balance. So I'll leave that with you. I trust it resonates. Thanks so much for connecting today. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back to share with you tomorrow for the weekly guidance. Please, please, please come and check my Facebook page. If you see posts you like, please hit the thumbs up button. Please just share a heart or anything on the post would be great, because literally we're seeing crickets and there's pretty much no one seeing most of the posts that I'm putting up, which is every day and regular video. So please, please, please come to the page, Temple of Balance, and scan over the page, like the posts you like, so that we can keep being seen. Otherwise, we, like many other pages, will fade away into the abyss. And in a year's time, you'll be filtering through and go, oh, Temple of Balance, and we might not be here. So it's really that important. So please check on the page. Please come to the website. Please support our work if you want to see us stay here and help you in this way. And thank you to those of you who do as well. And have a great day. I will chat with you again tomorrow for the weekly guidance. Thank you for connecting. Bye for now.